This is Dr. Tamra Harville, and welcome to Quick Clips. Today I'm going to discuss annotated bibliographies. Most students cringe when they hear that term because it's kind of confusing on what it is. Annotated just means you're taking notes, and a bibliography is a list of your citations. So that's all it is. To help out with this illustration, I need to go to Articles and Databases in the library to find a source. Academic Search Premier is my go-to search engine when it comes to looking for sources. Here's some suggestions over here that you can choose. Full text means you can see it, read it, view it, print it right here, right now. You don't have to go on some scavenger hunt. And peer-reviewed means that these are scholarly journals that have been reviewed before print. Well, I am going to go to my favorite topic of Sasquatch, because nobody talks about Sasquatch anymore. I'm going to choose full text but not peer-reviewed because I don't know of any scholarly journals that print anything about Sasquatch. When I search articles, the first thing I do is look at the subjects. This one does not look interesting enough. This one says it's Bible stories. Footprints evidence, that's a possibility. Cryptozoology, now we're talking. You'll notice HTML, full text, or PDF. PDF is like a picture image of the journal article, and the HTML is just the words. So say this is the one you're interested in, you can go over to the right, put your mouse on this little piece of paper for a closer look at the abstract. This is just a brief summary about what the article is, so you can kind of skim over it and go, okay, yeah, this sounds like something I might want. So you can either add it to a folder or print it or whatever. Now, if you read the abstract and it doesn't make sense, don't choose that article because it's written by the same person. Okay, so say this is one that I want. I'm going to go ahead and click the full text. And before even reading the entire thing, I'm going to go over here to Cite. Because in an annotated bibliography, you don't want to have them all completely read yet. You just want to gather sources. I'm going to go to the MLA 9th edition, and I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to go to my paper, which I've already pre-titled Annotated Bibliography. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to choose the arrow to paste. Look what happens when you choose the left. It's kind of gray and funny looking. And then this, if you choose the right, you lose your italices. So I choose that one. Now these need to be in hanging indent. So I'm going to highlight it, go down to paragraph. These will all be 0. Make sure they're all 0 and change that to hanging. Hanging double, all zeros. And that's what it should look like. I, for one, don't like all this extra space. So sometimes I'm going to try it right here. I'm going to put a space. There you go. And then remove the hyperlink. That way it's all just text. So depending on the specific assignment and the way your teacher wants it, some want you to start typing right here. Others want you to hit enter and start typing here. And some want you to tab over so that everything is tabbed over. My personal preference is just to start typing here. And this is where you would summarize the paper. Usually about, 4 sentences is about right. Tell us what the article's about. What kind of evidence did they use? Do they use statistical evidence to support their claims? Do they have graphs and charts that might be beneficial? If so, tell us here with that summary. And then you end after the summary with why you will or will not use it. So this article supports the argument of the existence of Bigfoot and will be used in the essay. So after you've written your summary, it should be probably about halfway. My suggestion is to just go through and first find sources, print them or save them, and then put your citation down, put your citation down, put your citation down, then alphabetize them. And then after you do that, read your articles, and then that's when you add your information. If it's one that you don't plan to use, that's okay. You still cite it, but just say that this article does not support the argument and won't be used in the essay, but you still include that on the annotated bibliography. You would not include it on your citation page of your essay, but for the first part of research, you would use it here. And that's it in a nutshell. I hope you learned something.